So let's find our seat. And of course, you can sit any way that's comfortable for you. You can sit with the knees bent or the legs stretched out. And take a moment to settle right into this moment. Just feeling your body just sort of melting downwards. Just feel your body begin to release any tensions that have accumulated since the moment we woke up. And invite your mind to arrive into this very moment with its full attention into this moment, here and now. When the mind begins to wander, always just bring it back to this present moment. And with eyes closed, invite your intention, invite your attention inward into your own being. Be still and know that I am that. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know be still. Now beginning to stretch our breath. Exhale all the breath. Squeeze the belly right to the spine. And then begin to breathe in through the nose. Fully, deeply, completely, but comfortably. And exhale all the breath out again. And take some deep breaths, beginning to stretch the breath before we move the body. And begin and maintain that breath, that deep breathing throughout our practice. The breath is the key component of Hatha Yoga. The breath, the full breath, the amazing breath. From here, we'll move the body, bring the knees up, catch behind the knees, and spinal rock up and down your spine. This will awaken your spine. It will activate and awaken the nervous system. It will begin to stretch your back out. And then landing gently onto your back. Palms down under your buttocks. Legs straight to the sky. We'll do some core strengthening to awaken the belly and to awaken the core. Exhale, one leg down, almost to the prayer rug. Inhale, lift. Exhale down, the other leg. Inhale, lift. Remember your breath, keep it going. Remember you're breathing slowly and deeply. And let the legs follow the breath. Keep it going, but take a break if you need to. But just know that every movement with these leg lifts will make your belly stronger. We want a strong core for that healthy body. Two or three more, you're still going strong. Bend the knees, catch behind the knees again, rock back up to sitting. And as you come to sitting, rest the hands comfortably into the lap. The legs could be straight, you could be sitting on a cushion, the knees could be bent. For a few moments, we're going to sit and we're going to work the torso and up through the head. So make sure you're sitting comfortably for the lower body. Chin to the chest. And begin to circle the head. Slowly, deliciously, circling. Reverse the circle. Indra Devi said sometimes people hear gravel in their neck. Hopefully your neck is quiet. Maybe so, maybe not. Back to center. Lift the head. Just imagine you're lifting the top of your head. Breathing deeply. Arms wide. Palms up, thumbs back. And then roll the arms. Hands down, thumbs back. Hands up, thumbs back. And keep rolling. You'll feel it in the wrist, you'll feel it in the elbows, and you'll feel it right into your shoulders. And then palms forward, fingers spread wide. Deep breathing, and draw the arms back a little bit. Feel the heart expanding more to receive the breath. Hands onto the shoulders. Circle the elbows, big wide circles. Reverse. Back to center, elbows wide. And now twisting. Twisting to one side, back to center, and to the other side, and keep going. You can do it more quickly, or you can slow it down. But feel that twisting motion all the way from the neck down to the base of the spine. We have a saying in yoga that you are as old as your spine. So we want to maintain a very supple, flexible spine. Back to center. Hands down by your hips. Take one arm up and stretch laterally. Keep that opposite buttocks down onto the down. Don't let it lift. Don't let that buttocks lift. Keep it down. And just feel that long stretch down the side of your body. Keep that upward shoulder back slightly. Inhale back up. And stretching to the other side. Keep that outside hip down. Don't lift it. Keep it down. And just stretch. Reach into the fingers and stretch. Keep the upward shoulder back slightly. Don't let it come forward. Keep that shoulder back. And the fingers of hand reaching to enhance the stretch. Inhale back up. Beautiful. Now we'll go to the lower extremities. Stretch the legs out. So you can stay on a cushion or you can come off, your choice. Let the knees bounce up and down for a moment, just drawing the energy down through the legs, all the way to the feet and the toes. So the hips, we'll do the cradle pose to open the hips. Take one leg up. You can take the foot and the knee in your hands or your elbows. The action is to bring the shin upwards and in towards your heart. And feel that hip rotating, opening, and breathe into that hip. Three more deep breaths, full deep breaths through the nose to invite the prana, the energy, the life force to circulate in and through that hip. And then we'll switch to the other side. So stretch that leg out, lift the other leg up. Now remember the action is lifting so the shin is parallel to the floor and to bring it in towards your heart. Deep breath into the other hip. And we'll probably wait a while before we put our foot behind the hip. And then release. Take one leg up, catch behind the thigh, below the knee. And then lift and lower, just moving, working the knee. The sequence that we're going through of movement right now, the sitting sequence, it's opening every joint so that at the end of the sequence, all the joints will be lubricated. And then stretch that leg out, bend the other knee, same thing. Straight, bend, straight, bend. Working the knee joint. The knee joint is like a hinge. It only has one movement. It doesn't twist or turn or rotate. It just goes back and forth like a hinge. And release. Lift your feet and circle the ankles. Circle in the other direction. After my husband's first yoga class, which was actually not that long ago, considering that we've known each other for 50 years, and he didn't take his first yoga class until maybe 10 years ago. But he said, nobody has ever told me to circle my ankles in my whole life. And then heels back down, squeeze the toes, squeeze them, a lot of little joints in the toes. And then spread the toes wide, open up, stretch. Give space between each toe. And release. So now bend the knees, cross the ankles, catch the feet, pull them back, roll forward. And come onto all fours, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Fingers spread wide, middle fingers parallel to each other. And take a few cat-cow stretches. Inhale, belly down, head and tailbone up. Exhale, spine round, head and tailbone tuck under. And keep going. Cat-cow, working the spine. Working the spine with forward bending, back bending. We've already done some lateral stretching for the spine and some twisting. But now forward bend, back bend. Coming to neutral, spine straight. We'll do a few cat poses. Somebody whispered in my ear that cat poses might be good today. Turn your fingers in towards each other. And do cat bows, which is very simple. Nose down to your prayer rug and then lift back up. Sort of like a cat push-up. We call it a cat bow. One or two more. And then as you come back up, turn the fingers forward again. We'll do the balancing cat. Slide the right hand in front, keep the hand down. Slide the left leg back, keep the toes down. And then to begin to balance, lift the back leg, lift the front arm. The balancing cat. Remember the breath, that deep, full, strong, comfortable breath, full of joy and delight. Release. Slide the left hand forward, keep the hand down, right leg back, toes down, and then to the balance, balancing cat. Lift the back leg, lift the front arm. Full breath. And release. Turn the toes under. Sit back onto your heels, hands onto your thighs. For 5, this pose is called fire toes. Stretches your toes and opens your feet. Fire toes. Back onto all fours. Point the toes behind. And we'll do a flow from between two postures. The first posture, buttocks to the heels. Forehead to the prayer rug. Come back onto all fours and come forward. Lift the head. And go back and forth between these two postures with your own rhythm. This is called the swan. The swan flow. And the next time when the torso is forward, turn the toes under, and then lift up into a plank. And breathe. And hold it. And the knees back down. One more time, just a simple cat. Spine rounding to the sky, head and tailbone under, and just hold it and breathe 3 breaths. And the cow, belly down, head and tail up, hold it and breathe. Cow, 3 breaths. And then from here, lift onto your knees. Lift the arms to the sky into an upward V. This is called the flying cow. So that cow decided to fly. Full breath. And back down onto all fours. Toes under. Take it into your downward dog by lifting the tailbone, legs straight, and take your dog for a walk for a moment. Walk your hands and feet towards each other. So you're into a standing forward bend. You can let the arms dangle. You can rest them on the prayer rug. You can hold your elbows, many options. Some people like to hold the elbows in front of the legs. Some people like to hold the elbows behind the legs. Let the arms dangle and just slowly, slowly roll it up to standing. And spreading the legs wide. Bend the knees, plant the hands above the knees. And then dip one shoulder to the opposite knee, back up, and to the other side. And keep it going. And then back up, legs straight, arms to the sky, palms together. Legs still as wide as you can with comfort, ease, and joy. Float the hands down the midline to your third eye, thumbs to the third eye. Bend the knees again, bring the elbows together. Elephant pose. Legs straight. Hands to the hips. And we'll move into triangle. Right toes 90 degrees. Back toes to the right. Arms wide. Reach out. Windmill the arms. Triangle. Inhale back up. Hands to the hips. This time bend that front knee. Arms wide. Look out over the right fingertips for warrior two. Turn the front palm up, lift it to the sky, back arm to the back. Exalted warrior. Inhale back up, hands to the hips. We'll go to the other side. First triangle, and then warrior. Legs are straight, left toes to the left, back toes to the left, arms wide. Reach out. Windmill the arms for triangle. Inhale back up. Bend the front knee. Look out over the left fingertips for warrior two. Legs straight, hands back to the hips, and then bring the feet back onto the hips. For some balance, moving into the tree pose, shift your weight to your left foot, right knee out. You can rest the heel above your ankle, toes touch the prayer rug. You can slide the foot to the inner calf, the inner thigh, whatever works for you. Hands to your heart. And breathe and balance. And release. Shift to the other leg. Turn the left knee out. Try to match the other side first with your leg. And then hands to your heart. And release. Shift to the left leg again. Bring the right toes behind you. And then lift the foot. Knees together. Catch the left wrist with the right hand behind you. Flamingo pose. Very simple balance pose. Back to 2 feet, over to the other side, catch the other wrist, lift the other foot. Knees are pretty much together, but the foot is behind you. Flamingo. Back to 2 feet. Turn the palms forward, lift the crown of the head, stand very tall, breathe deeply, our basic standing pose, mountain pose. Keep reaching the crown of the head upwards, shoulders are away from the ears, and everything is stacked, ears over the shoulders, over the hips, over the knees, over the ankles. Mountain. Standing as tall with the best alignment you can muster up. From here down onto the knees. If you need cushioning under the knees, be sure I hope you have something there to put under, like a blanket, if you need it. Some people need it, some people don't. And we'll do Ustrasana, the camel. Hands onto the lower back. Press the hips forward, lift the heart. Keep the hands on the lower back or take the hands down to the feet. Slowly back up. Swing the feet over to one side. Sit down. And bring the legs around in front. Legs straight out in front for Paschimottanasana. Hands by the hips. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, reach out. Wherever your hands land, maybe on the shin, the ankle, or the feet. Keep reaching the heart closer to your toes. And then chin to the chest and melt downward. Reach out, reach up, reach the arms behind, squeeze the shoulder blades together, bend the knees, and then lift. So you have a straight line from the knees to the shoulders. Softly back down. Then the right knee. Bring that foot to the outside of the other leg. Catch that knee with the opposite elbow. Bring the other hand behind you. Inhale, lift the crown of the head. Exhale, take the right shoulder back. Inhale, lift the crown of the head. Exhale, take the shoulder back. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale back to center. And we'll switch to the other side. So take the other foot to the outside of the leg. Catch the knee with the opposite arm. The other hand behind. Inhale, lift the crown of the head. That will elongate the spine. Exhale, twist by bringing the shoulder back. Do that 3 or 4 times, easing your way into the twist. When I teach teacher training courses and show them how we talk about twisting poses and the benefits of the twisting poses, I always use my father-in-law as an example. He was a wonderful, very wonderful and wise man. I just loved him dearly. But in his later life, he had a hard time turning his head and looking behind him when he was backing up a car. He had no flexibility in his spine. And so that is one good benefit. If you can still twist your spine when you're backing up your car, you can look behind you. He would always ask his wife, is there something behind me? Is there something coming from the left? And then slowly back to center. Now swing the legs around and come onto the belly. Come onto the belly and up onto the forearms. So you're into the Sphinx. Elbows under the shoulders, forearms parallel to each other. Heart lifting, breath flowing. Just a very easy back bend. A few more breaths. Slowly take it down and bring the arms back by your sides. And then on the impulse of the breath, lift your heart, your arms, your legs. Exhale down. Bend the knees, catch your ankles. And again, lift. Lift your legs, lift your heart, lift your feet, and breathe. Exhale down. Roll over onto the back. Draw one knee into your chest, interlace your hands, pull it in. And release. Bring the other knee in, interlace your hands, pull the knee in. Release. Bend both knees, feet close to your buttocks, arms by your sides for bridge pose. Press down into your feet, lift the belly, walk the shoulders closer together, interlace the hands under your body. Let the breath flow. Release the arms to the sky, palms together like a steeple. Roll the spine down, upper spine, mid spine, lower spine. Arms out into a T position. Straight out from your shoulders, knees into the chest. Knee down, twist. Knees to one side, head the other way. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the other side. And keep flowing with it. Twisting. Working particularly on opening into the lower back. When knees come back up, feet back to the prayer rug, knees bent, let the knees fall out, soles of the feet together. The reclining butterfly. Knees back up. Happy baby. Knees into the armpits. Catch the outsides of your feet. You can be still or you can gently rock. This is the blissful baby pose. Release the legs, stretch them out, feet hip width apart, toes gently rest downward, arms a few inches out from the body, palms up. Shavasana, just a few moments of total body, mind relaxation. Now let that deep breath go. Let the breath settle back into its automatic mode. Let the breath relax, the body relax, and the mind relax. Wiggling the toes of the fingers. Circling the ankles of the wrist. Take a deep stretch. Take a deep breath. Knees into the chest. Roll over to your side for a moment. And then work your way back up to sitting. And sitting tall. Hands to the heart. Close the eyes. And to finish, just close your eyes, look into your heart. To see what you see in your own heart.